Cerberus, originally watchdogs of hell who came to our land to hunt down those who turned against the king of the underworld. They were charged with the duty of catching those disloyal to their king and branding them with their fiery horns as a mark of their betrayal. The brand carried magics of enforced servitude, and those so marked could never leave the underworld again. Though they no longer serve their ancient master, having long since been set adrift in our world, they continue to give chase and attack with fiery horns. Deadly nightmare. Being a mandragora with a head like a red tomato, hailing from the eastern highlands, changing climates brought them down to the lowlands. Many are the treatises written by natural philosophers, attempting to trace the roots of the strange black and white markings covering their bodies, reminiscent of the clothes worn by prisoners. Moo the curious moo makes its home in the ancient trees of the Feywood. Their nests are made by boring holes in the tree trunks, whence they peer out to watch for danger. Spending all of their waking lives beneath the shade of the trees, their bodies are pale and colorless. So close is their affinity for the trees that some communities consider them to be tree spirits. Mandragora prince. Being the mutated form of a mandragora grown near a killing block, or other such place where blood is spilled in large quantities, having eyes the color of blood, writes the naturist Malose in her vivid account of an encounter with one such beast. Or, gazed I then into those crimson pupils, and witnessed I there its abiding madness. If the blood spilled on the ground where it grew was pure, then it is said it will become a mandragora prince, with fell appearance but hopeful heart. Basilisk being a variety of serpent able to maintain its body temperature regardless of its environs, preferring to live in colder regions. It has two distinctive scale patterns on its breast, which are said to be the result of interbreeding between two strains of serpent. As its body is covered with scales of surpassing smoothness, it is able to move quickly through areas of deep snow. Alraun King, being a mutated form of Alraun, its horns having acquired strength akin to that of metal through ceaselessly struggling for dominance within the pack. The combat awakened those who survived, and as one they departed. In a secret place they now forgather, locked in combat through day and night to determine the strongest Alrauner in the world. Behemoth, being a giant lord of darkness, fashioned by the gods during the creation of heaven and earth. Its muscles are hard as steel, and its bones made of bronze. Originally appearing as a great ox, the souls of the many warriors it killed in battle have altered its form forever. This diet of death has added to its skill in combat withal, as it draws strength and knowledge from the warrior souls imprisoned within its veins. Onion Queen. Every season, a fresh and beautiful female wild onion is selected by her peers to lead the patch. The chosen one, filled with confidence in her own beauty, becomes elegant, noble, and queen-like in every respect. There are some who theorize that to preserve her beauty, the onion queen becomes wary, fearing injury. However, judging by their undiminished propensity for violent behavior, the wise observer might question the veracity of this theory. Praying mantis, being a strain of killer mantis bearing 4 pairs of large wings upon its back. Though the wings have atrophied, a flight membrane spanning the legs suggests that these creatures were once able to fly. They are carnivorous by nature and very aggressive, attacking with their blood-red sickles held high. Many villagers call them demons, hungry for blood, and tell tales of them to scare children at night. Pumpkin Star, being named for its prominence in the upper echelons of Pumpkinhead society. These creatures know of learning, and all are dedicated to the pursuit of some form of knowledge. For those who show the most success, there is a reward, a star-shaped lantern. In recent years, their intellect has advanced by leaps and bounds, causing some natural philosophers to fear a coming clash with our civilization in the days to come. Golem, being a great, soulless, vegetative creature that supports its mass and moves about by means of extraordinarily long arms. Said to be the manifestation of tree spirits from trees burned down on battlefields, golems are peaceful by nature, though they suffer no intrusion upon their territory. They are as strong as their life trees were old, so old that some are already in advanced stages of petrifaction even as they stand. Topstalk, being a leader of sorts among the sharp-toothed, deadly nightshades. They live upon the flesh of other animals and various fantastical creatures, the latter part of their diet causing them to become hardier than others of their ilk. Their vicious fangs have the property of amplifying the noise of their screams, making them all the more clamorous and inspiring of fear. Mirror Knight. Being a high rank of Begali, the armored flying weapons of war, so effective in combat against enemy soldiers, it was honored with knighthood. However, with the advent of airships, the need for its presence on the battlefield decreased, and the old flights were disbanded. Though not disposed of in light of their past contributions, these once proud warriors of the sky were exiled into the wilds. Having lost reason to fly, they soon lost the ability, and now they crawl along the ground, hunting for prey as any common beast. Holy Elemental. Being the holy essence found in that which is scared and pure, occurring only in places where the mist runs deep, a fact which has led some natural philosophers to speculate on a deep, lying connection between the aspect of holiness and the mist. Of all the elementals, the holy elemental is truly a boon, ridding the accursed of evil spirits, lending strength to the righteous, and passing judgment on the wicked. Tartarus. Being a beast with fur of deep green, with a white geometrical pattern of great beauty thereupon. Originally living in the depths of the underworld, they evolved to look like the virulently poisonous Tartar fronds of hell, thereby to avoid predation. The Tartarus are as evil and violent as that upon which they feed, souls condemned to hell's bottom.